won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
I have created a new duel disc that will completely change how we play the game. Go! Neo Summon!
Is this what you made me?
I'm gonna take you down and get my duelist back. Destroy your master! My turn. First, I'll normal summon Murloc, magical swordsman, in attack mode. Then I'll set one card face down. Now go, Murloc the magical swordsman. Attack and destroy his commander. You'll pay for that. You destroyed my space patrol commander, but he'll be back.
Doing a mic test real quick for you guys for the stream here. Just double checking to make sure everything sounds good. Looks like it's good on my audio bar. Just let me know in the comments if there's anything wrong with the audio or visuals before we get right into some streaming for some dueling.
Prevent you from being able to revive it. What? Called by the grave! I guess I'll just set one monster face down and end my turn. My turn. I'll summon Scourge the Dark Witch. Attack. Now with the power of both my monsters, I'll be able to take out some of your life points. Scourge the Dark Witch. Attack him. Ha!
Activate face down card.
Face down monster. Its effect activates. Go, Man-Eater Bug. Slice him up. Oh no, a Man-Eater Bug. You may have destroyed my magical swordsman, but that's not going to make me give up. Finally, I'll set one card face down and end my turn. Finally, you weakling, it's my draw. I activate the Autonomous Action Unit. Let me pay 1,500 life.
Welcome everyone to the late night Neo Duel stream. We're going to be playing some Duel Links tonight. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world at the moment, if you happen to be viewing this particular stream. We're going to be taking down the boss. Yeah, that's basically the whole goal of this evening. We're going to be using the Utopia deck, and as a little treat before we get into the stream, I will be doing some unboxing. We'll be playing some Millennium Paradox in the top screen for you guys. If the duel happens to be getting too dull, this is just if they're like taking forever to choose what the hell they want to do. But let's go straight to the shop. Looks like I got 983 coins or gold or gems or whatever for now. So what we're going to do is just go open some packs. We're looking for something very specific. For the Utopia deck I currently need this guy right here. I need 3 copies. So I'm just going to keep farming this particular pack until we get as many of them as we can. If we get real lucky, we'll get one before the day even starts. There we go. I'm not skipping it. We're going to open them pack by pack. I think it'll be better that way. Everyone can get into the stream and check it out. Okay, some Evil Twin stuff. Not bad, not bad. And then I'm actually also going to do this. I'm going to kick on my desktop audio for you guys. And we're going to see how well that works this time around. I don't do that generally, but if you want to hear like the sound effects and whatnot, then that'll do that. Okay. Generally some okay stuff. Not really. The new Shadow stuff is pretty good. Branded. Yeah, it's pretty good. I would... You know, it's so strange. Branded is a deck that I really should like. And I have a branded deck, but like I just don't play it nearly as often as I should. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the playstyle. I love these things. If you guys haven't seen, these are like little cooking goats, and you know I gotta make me a deck out of these things eventually. It's gonna be hilarious. Here, I'm gonna adjust this top light. I feel like I'm so white that one top light is just glaring on me. Okay, so we got a Speedroid scratch. Send 1 Speedroid card from your hand to the graveyard. Add 1 Speedroid. That'd be great if I was playing fucking Speedroids. Alright, so let's see what else we got. Swords of Burning, Gunkin Ship, Hungry Burger. This is just like all food in this pack. It's making me hungry. It's ridiculous. Eagle Shark. This is one more of the little goat dudes that are for the cooking recipe. I don't know why. I just really like their design. This is for the Hungry Burger stuff, right? Novellas. Oh no, it's for those guys I was just looking at. Okay, so no Utopia stuff yet. I've got 483. So should I go ahead and just farm out 20 more gems to do another, or 50 more gems to do another 500 pack? We can do that. So I think if I just hop into a couple of these real quick, if I win them, I should be able to get a couple sets of gems or whatever. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, so he's probably playing some Speedroids if I had to guess. Or, okay, maybe he's playing some Ubel stuff. Hero Ubel. Am I going first? Second. He's going first. His skill, Dragonic Cat Contact. Oh, okay. Nope. Not my favorite, but it's probably better. This is not great. So that's the card we'll change next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start today off by doing that. If you can't kill me in a turn, then I will probably get you in the entire turn on the next turn, because I'll do the whole Utopia negate. But either way, I'm not too worried about it. Let me go ahead and make sure this up here is playing. Do you guys want sound on this movie up here or no? Because I can put the sound on, and you can listen to the movie in the background if you want, or we can just we can talk about what they're doing between. Doesn't really matter to me. A Rainbow Dragon. What else you got? Gonna go Super Poly. That's why I went face down, because I was like, hopefully he won't be able to use that for a Super Poly target, at least until the battle phase. But we'll see. We'll see what he does. He might be trying to go for something big and crazy when all he really had to do was go into 2 fusions and attack, but we'll see. there you go. That's what I was gonna say. You have to, like, at this point in the ranks, you have to, like, get your 1 turn kills in. Alright, let's get one more. 250. Yeah, because I think if you get to another level, you get more gems. So let me see here. Let's see if we can farm any out of this as well, because it looks like you get some victory bonuses for doing this. Level 500. Alright, well, we'll see how he does. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, so the way this event works is the more materials you can stack up, the more damage your monster does. So, we're going to go with 1 first, flip summon it, then we're going to go Super Saiyan, then after you go Super Saiyan you want to Exceed Summon, then after you Exceed Summon you want to use the 3rd skill. You have to do it in that exact order. I have tried it the other way in a previous stream, and it does screw up the combo. So you have to do it like this. So activate skill next. Go to the number 2. This will turn your character Super Saiyan. So it's Zexal Morph 2. And then what we're going to do is in between skills, we're going to rank up again. Alright, we're going to go into Chaos Utopia. And normally this card is absolutely useless except for being in between, like, stacking material. But I really like that they gave him a pretty cool, animated scene and whatnot. But now we can go into our 3rd skill and use all 3 of these exactly like this in this order. I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to keep this. This is an extra extender that I will not need this turn, so I'm going to get rid of that. And it's going to turn it into this right here. Numeron Force is going to negate everything on the field, so if they happened to have good cards on the field that would have done some damage to you, it would be good. But also remember, Numeron Force still lets you attack directly, so this is the card you want the most attack power on generally for this event. Now in a normal duel, I feel like I would maybe go for Ray Victory, but for this particular event, I feel like this is a good way to do this. So then we're going to equip, because I want to do maximum damage. I'm not really worried about him getting destroyed as much as I wouldn't be in a normal duel. So now we're going to summon Goblinberg, go to Goblinberg to Star Drawing, then Exceed Summon, get 2 free draws out of that. So basically I'll get 1 from the Star Drawing, and then I'll get 1 from the card I'm going to summon. You'll see what I'm talking about. So we'll go Utopia Double. Utopia Double, whatever we summon with him, that's going to be the monster we use to attack their monster. So, because it cannot attack directly, so you just have to keep that in mind. Then we're going to use double, so it's going to get us plus 2 at least. And sometimes if you use Arm Sage, you get plus 3. If you use both Sages, you get plus 3 as well anyway. It's just you get to choose the 3. So we're going to use him. It's going to double his attack power. And then whenever he attacks, he cannot be stopped. So that's his whole deal. If he attacks, he can't be stopped. Dang, I got another Numeron Force. That's kind of messed up. So what we're going to do is equip Tornado to this dude. Right? And then I'm going to only just set this card. Now we're going to go into battle. This is the one that can't attack directly, but he can use his effect to topple, which is basically just remove, and then he gains the attack of them. So whatever his actual base attack is, or his actual attack is, gets dealt to them as damage. So it's kind of like Flame Wingman in a weird way. All they need now is a ZW that prevents from being tributed. So like if you equip the ZW to it, they can't tribute it or flip it face down or something. Or a ZW that stops hand traps, like negates hand effects. And the last one I would say is really good for this deck would be cool is one that does piercing damage just for this kind of stuff. But I wouldn't see that one getting played as much, but it'd still be kind of cool. So right now we're going to put Star Drawing down. Now again, unfortunately, we can't attack directly with this 5600 because we summoned him with double or nothing. But what we can do... I'm surprised he didn't activate anything during this turn, but alright. We're almost there. We'll get him one more turn, and then we'll have this in the bag for the event, or at least the 500 level. Alright. So now let's say just special summon him. Going for another Utopia. The Utopia will deal more damage than the Star Drawing will. Nope. Just gonna draw the free card, and then gonna set the free card because it doesn't really matter. Alright, now we're gonna go into battle. Same as last time, attack with Ray Victory. Don't need to use Utopia's effects for any of this stuff, just need to keep wailing on them. It's gonna be game. Good deal. Nice. Yeah, basically just doing a little test stream tonight because I need to make sure the settings are good for next week. We kept having some choppiness this previous week, so I just wanted to make sure all the issues were kind of like out of the way. Let's spawn a raid boss, and we're gonna duel him. Level 2000. This is gonna be nuts. Okay. Level 2000. Okay, so I drew a rank up magic, so I won't have to do the third part of my skill, but I do get the free 2 other parts. So when you already draw one, you get this free Utopia, flip summon, break them out again. Yep. Alright, then we're going to go into our skill, go Super Saiyan, and this time I don't need the third one, I just need up to the 2-second skills. And I'm only morphing so that it's available later. It's not because I need it now, but because Utopia is already out, I might as well do the Zexal morph thing. We're just going to keep ranking him up until he reaches his maximum form. They need to make a Numeron force that doesn't negate your stuff on your side of the field, and then it would be golden. You would have too much gas in this deck, I think. Alright, so I can activate one, turn one of these into a Numeron force, but I'm not really about that right now. I can summon a Summoner Monk and turn him into anything I need, but I don't really need to do that either. I can do all of that same stuff just by doing this. So I can save the Monk and the Mallet for next turn and summon an additional monster. Let's negate them face up, so I should have did that first, that's my bad. But that's okay, it doesn't really matter, because we're going to go into... Yeah, we can do that. So normally you want to do this Numeron Force before you summon anything, but I wasn't thinking. The Numeron Force is the one that gives us the one with the highest attack. I mean, you can do the high attack with the double or nothing, but I mean, like, it'll give you the highest attack for you actually being able to hit. So basically, if I activate his effect, oh wait, yeah, first let me do this. You'll see what I'm talking about. So first I'm going to go into double. should get 2 cards off of it. Armed Sage still works when he uses material. I'm gonna take double or nothing. So the way I could deal a lot of damage this turn is just go flat out Utopia, but I still just like doing this one. He has slightly more attack than Utopia. He has a better effect overall. Yeah, dude's a beast. Alright, so now whatever we want to add to our hand. So the beauty of doing this in this particular game, I think taking a Seer Strike is really good because it allows them to attack anybody. So basically he can attack all of the monsters they control, and then this guy would be able to attack directly. So I'm going to take his effect. We're going to detach one, go up 3,000, because I'm just trying to do pure damage right now. I'm not going to pick the other ones out of the deck. Let's also go for, we're going to save these 3 for next turn. Yeah, we'll go ahead and equip the Seer Strike. And if I equip it to him, he gains 1,000, but if I equip it to him, he can attack a bunch of times, so we're going to go there. And then, what's the activate? Yeah, it's just the third part, I don't need it, so we're going to go to battle phase. And attack the monster with the only one that can kill a monster. Utopia Ray Victory, yes. Gonna drop 1 material. 198. That was almost, yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, and I keep forgetting the more materials you stack up, the better. So sometimes it's better to just not use them. So I can go 1, 2, or I can go get a specific card out of the deck that I want. So I can also just shuffle the whole hand back if I want to. I don't want to Numeron force the field. So let's do this. Let's go Summoner Monk. I'm going to show you how you spend this double or nothing to keep it from being a brick in your hand if you're not playing some kind of extra card to shuffle it back, because that's pure luck when you're talking about it. Summoner Monk is tacked, so I think you can use him. So let's say I want to specifically pull the Numeron Negate card out of my deck. You can do this way. Pull him out, get rid of that. It turns into the Numeron Negate, right? But because the previous duel I saw that this guy's not negating anything, or he's not doing anything substantial, I'm just going to go into change tactics, because that's going to let me draw a bunch of free cards. Yeah. Pay 500, draw a free card. Activates effect. Put it on the field. Alright, yeah, there's not really much left to do but just start attacking. So, we got turn 4. We'll see what he does. Let's see. There we go. It might be that it deals more damage if it's actual battle damage too, instead of just attacking directly. Maybe. I'm not quite sure, but it kind of seems like it. So we're going to use his effect. We don't really need guard penalty this turn. I'm going to take this just because. Yeah. I'm going to turn Goblinberg into this for no reason. Just for no reason. Alright, so I'm going to leave this in attack position to kind of hopefully bait him into attacking me. Because if he does that, I think I'll deal more damage. So let's go. Nope. Attack for 0? Yeah. That's nuts. Alright, so we got Goldfish, bunch of Utopias. He didn't take the bait. I was hoping he would. Alright, well, he's gonna try to keep me from knocking down his life points as much as possible. I need to get 2 cards for this deck to really up the ante, which is basically like Utopia the Lightning And I think the little blue sage card, we can get those in here. I think it'll be a lot more competitively viable. Because the thing is, you never really want to be sitting on just Utopia. It's very rare that you're going to be negating 2 attacks like that, but, or at least in my opinion. Yeah, we'll just go through. We might not, yeah, we're not getting through this part of the event. He's level 2,000 right now. That's why he has so many freaking life points. He's level 2,000. He's got to do the draw skill. Yeah. Yep. That's alright. How many more I got? I got 2 levels I gotta get to 39, get 215. Raid complete though. Next. Okay, cool. Got some gems, it's fine. That's all we're really trying to get. We're getting closer. Let me see if we got any in the box. 10. That's all we needed. That's so bad, but that's all we needed. Alright, so we're gonna go hit up the shop, see if we can get some of the new Chaos Voltage cards. I literally need only 1 freaking card out of here. The bad thing is they know you only need the 1 card out of here, because they put it right there. It has nothing to do with any of the other cards in this box. I checked. Not really, anyway. I don't see any. Yeah, the rest is like all the new sushi cards and hamburger stuff. I think it's the only new Utopia support card in the box. And that for some reason they stuffed it randomly into this box instead of into a box. Wait, there might 71. I think 71 is like a mix of the Utopia shark archetypes. So that's like a skew. Okay. Fish, more fish. When this card is one of some target 1 level 4 dark monster in your graveyard with 0/0. Special summon him. Okay, that'd be okay, but I don't know. There's better stuff out there to do that. That's kind of cool. Golden Cloud Beast, Malong? Dragon Synchro Tuner. That's a really neat design. It's like a dragon horse. Only in Yu-Gi-Oh! Can you get dragon horses and fairies and packs with sushi. Like, that's why I love this game. It's utter chaos. It's just wild, you know what I'm saying? Like, who thinks of this stuff? Official channel? Princess Piper is actually kind of good. He lets you spawn out 2 free cards if he's flipped, so I mean, kind of good. Target rolling rank 4 lower XYZ special summon. Attribute becomes vulnerable. Nah. That's okay. We don't really need that. Sometimes I'll read those, but that's what I was saying. It's like the shark support, which are also like 3s and 4s. That's pretty cool. I didn't see this ritual card yet. I wasn't really paying attention to these, the recipe monsters, for a cool minute. I just like the little goat designs. 9 out of 10. Jesus, this last one hopefully is SR. Nope. Not even. That's pretty cool though. I'm gonna have to look into these at some point. They just have really cool looking art to me. What is that? Is he like a star chef? Maybe? Like a demon chef? Because that's the other one. He's like cooking, and these guys are like little spirits inside the food or something, and he's even coming out of the food. And then he's got these little demons coming out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what even is that? It's kind of cool, but what is it? I'm curious. Alright, I guess we gotta go back to Duel and to earn our keep today. Alright. So, I'm gonna go back to trying to do the boss event a few more times. So we'll switch between the boss event and dueling online. So, because I think you have to use like items to keep spawning him out. So we'll spawn him out as many times as you can. What's the difference between the showdown? We'll try that. I don't know what that is, but Showdown. Okay. I don't know what this is, but we'll see what it is. I didn't read. I didn't read. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player, so. Let's see here. Okay, so he went first. Sick. Okay. At least lets us get our EX skill. What is this one? Each of the following effects once per turn. Play 1 Utopia, Neo Galaxy Eyes, or Shark Drake from outside your deck. And 1 Neuron Force to your deck. Increase the attack of all monsters. Okay, hold up. So first let's do this. Let's see how much we can get away with in one turn. This is 4 Utopias because it's playing it outside of your deck. So I guess this will be 1. Yeah. Then we're gonna go Zexal more. Alright, now we can go this way. Easy peasy. Nice. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is we're going to go into our EX skill first. $4,500. Dude, yeah, we're just going to use that. So we'll do this for next turn. Yeah, okay. Right. Then we'll do this. Alright, so now we gonna go up to probably him because he can deal more damage in this particular scenario. Probably. I think overall he's just going to deal more damage. Yeah. Alright, cool. So we'll go from there. We'll use his effect. Just because we're here at the event. I might take Sliffermail out because it's been doing less. It hasn't really been doing its job, in my opinion, which is really unfortunate. Because like every time I equipped it, I don't get the proc effect of respawning a Utopia. I mean, it happens very rarely, but there's something game mechanically that completely screws with it. Alright, so we're gonna go Victory. Double the attack power on this dude. Let's go. Alright. Next up. So now we're going to go ahead and pull out this dude here. He's got attack only monsters, so he can only get this 1 damage in. So I'm going to put as much damage as I can on Leo Arms. Not a typical move, but because I'm trying to go for maximum damage. And Leo tail arms can attack directly and all that good stuff. So let's go do this then. We're going to use the effect once to do the topple. Deal a ridiculous amount of damage. Deal some damage. And deal another ridiculous amount of damage. And then call it a turn. It's only turn 1. Let's go. Turn 1. Alright, so now we'll go and probably do... I'm just going to triple all of their attack this turn. So I think that's going to give us the most. And I was going to attack with him. Pretty good. We should have him in 2 turns at the very least. At the very least. Dynantherium. Okay, so we don't need his effect. So what we're going to do is just triple all of our Xyz monsters' attack. Increase them by the rate attached, so we can do that as well. Yeah, let's do that. Not bad. Dang, why did he do so much less this time? I know I tripled their attack, but dang. Oh, he might because he only has 1 material left. Turn 8, man. It's getting close. Let's see what else. I don't have any more EX skills left to use. Got quite a bit of cards in my hand, though. That's a crazy ass amount of life points, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. So it seems like what you want to do is use the freebie summon early on as possible. And then once you get all your Xyz monsters on the field, triple. It's also like you can Xyz yourself up to 3 monsters on the field, but by the time you get to that last zone, it's hard to fill because you need 2 materials, so maybe you can cheese out that last one that way. That's my only guess, anyway. I am also kind of hindering myself by using double or nothing to summon 1 Utopia. Because you can't attack with like a weaker monster to kill the little monsters that way and stuff, so. 2-6. Yeah, I needed 1 more turn. Sad. Yep. Level 2000 though, that's absolutely nuts. It's crazy. Alright guys, we're going to take a little 5-minute break here so I can cool off my studio a little bit without you guys having to hear some fan noise. But this will give you guys a little bit of time to check out the new Duel stuff that we've got promoting out right now. So go ahead and check that out for a couple minutes. I'll be right back in just about 5.
Won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
I'm gonna take you down, get my opponents back. Destroy your master! My turn. First, I'll normal summon
Normal summon monster.
Magical Swordsman in attack mode. Then I'll set one card face down. Now go, Murloc the Magical Swordsman. Attack and destroy his commander. You'll pay for that. You destroyed my Space Patrol commander, but he'll be back. My draw. I'll activate Monster
Activate
Reborn
spell.
in my spell and trap zone. This will let me special summon back my Space Patrol commander. When you activate Monster Reborn, I'll activate my face down card.
Activate face
Called
down
by the
card.
Grave. This will banish your monster and prevent you from being able to revive it. What? Called by the Grave? I guess I'll just set one monster face down and end my turn. My turn. I'll summon
Normal
Scourge
summon
the
monster.
Dark Witch. Attack. Now with the power of both my monsters, I'll be able to take out some of your life points. Scourge the Dark Witch. Attack him. Ha!
Activate face
Fuck
down
my
card.
face down monster. Its effect activates. Go, Man-Eater Bug. Slice him up. Oh no, a Man-Eater Bug.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. So we're gonna hop right back into some Yu-Gi-Oh fun for you. We're gonna be playing some more the Duel Links game here, and basically we've been running through this boss for the past maybe hour or so, and we're gonna see how far we can get with you know, this event in particular. Looks like we can spawn him 5 more times maybe before we have to start jumping back into the World Championship, which I'll be doing in another stream, by the way. So if you guys get curious, we do got a lot of other stuff going on the channel for, like, you know, just general Yu-Gi-Oh interests. If you're interested in dual discs or, you know, various different ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh, that kind of stuff. Let's see here. We got one more. He's gonna be level 1000. This should be significantly easier than the last round that we did, which was twice the difficulty. So let's see. These are really cool, though. I kind of like that it's giving you the EX skills only for events instead of for, like, people. Like, anyone just getting the... Because they're kind of ridiculous, but they're really fun to play. So it'd be kind of a shame to not get to use them. So first, I'm going to go for my skill, which gives me a free copy of Utopia. And then I'm going to go for this skill, which gives me another free copy of Utopia. So flip summon first. Yeah, we're going to do this. And I'm going to play him just because he's going to have quite a lot of attack power when we triple it. Yeah. Nice. Yep. Here we go again. Here we go. Alright, so now we're going to go into... Hey, at least it didn't make me take a Numeron Force. That's actually kind of cool because it means I have choices. It's always good when you have choices. So we can actually, we should have Zexomorphed before we did that, but it's no big deal because you can still do this. So we'll go 1, 2, yes. So normal summon, Summoner Monk. Go to defense mode, activate his effect to get rid of Magical Mallet. Then that's going to give me a copy of anybody I want from the deck. This time around, I'm just going to take a copy of an Armed Sage. This will give me a copy of any ZW that I want in a moment. Now, for this one, because I'm going to go into a rank up magic, I don't want to do that just yet. So I'm going to save that Utopia double for later. Yeah. So now we're going to take this guy, because it'll allow me to attack everyone. And then we're going to go into stealing a copy of Numeron Force. Yes? Oh, first I got a Zexomorph and then do Numeron Force. I kind of course-corrected mid-play there. So I'm not going to need that second Summoner Monk. It's just not. My field's full. It's not happening. But I don't really need anybody to have card effects. So I'm going to rank up this one into... So it's a rank up. So it won't really matter which one I pick because they can all attack at this point. So we'll go with this one for here. Yeah, this is much better than the last round already. Then we're going to go into... Because now everybody's been negated. So if we rank up again... we get our card effect back, basically. Yeah. Oh, that is so cool. It gives you a different, animation based off of the spell card you use to summon them. I did not know that. I've only been using Numeron Force in the game currently, so I didn't see that the lower rank, or it's basically limited variance force or whatever. But that was pretty cool. Alright, so if I don't activate him, because this is already negated, doesn't really matter. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring him out. Going to activate his effect. We're going to ditch this dude. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take his effect and equip the XYZ monster to him. And I'm also going to equip him with a Zero Strike so he can attack everybody. Now, I'm not going to play this because typically they don't play something I need to negate. I mean, it sometimes happens, but it's not happening right now. And then these guys deal more damage for the more material they have, so it's like a multiplier. So if I can prevent him from having to like topple a monster and use those little materials, then he's good to go. So we got another Neuron Force. What's the next EX skill? So we're just gonna multiplier attack. Attach. Yeah, we're gonna do that. He's got. Oh, it does it for all of them. That's pretty cool because that just gave him attack power too. So I'm gonna get rid of the Neuron Force in my hand because I don't need it, and just pull another card because it's not really doing anything with cycling cards for me, but still, we're gonna hit. Yeah, we'll go this way. And I could have increased Ray's attack a little bit, but I just didn't think about it. Basically, I can get another hero. I was thinking about leaving a zone open so I don't fill it up with CWs and then not be able to activate anything. But in this particular boss raid event, it doesn't matter as much. What are you doing? Make this card special summon. Okay. Okay. I kind of needed that to happen, so cool. Alright, so now we're going to triple everyone's attack. Nice. If I summon Monk, then he goes to defense mode. He can let me pitch a card. Nah, we don't need to do any of that. What we need to do is this. Because this will give us... we're going to take this one. I need to build in a deck that's just for this event. because they're stronger ZWs than this. So, yeah, I'm going to attack with Utopia, and he's just going to absorb the other monster's attack. Just to deal a little extra damage. It's quite a bit. Oh, snap, we actually got him this time. Damn good, kid. You know what, though? I'm not gonna lie. I do miss my rage quit button. So for those of you who don't know, when we're playing in live, every time someone rage quits, we play this screen for them. And it's just my favorite little thing. It's a little bit of nonsense I decided to add to the to the game. But yeah, it's just so funny. Like, cause you'll be playing something, set up a good board, and I don't know, just like at a certain point in competitive play, I'm like, you shouldn't be rage quitting, really. I kind of get just scooping like for time, but there's no time in these. So I mean, there's like time for your turns and stuff, but it's not like at a tournament where you have specific amounts of time to like get shit done and get to your next match. Yeah, those are stressful. I get why people scoop out a tournament, just not in like a digital format. And honestly, half the time with the board that I get to build first or second turn, if you can pick it apart, then I'm more impressed. I'm just like, cool, you're kind of showing me something cool. I'm being a little entertained right now by what I'm seeing here, so it just depends. Opponent main phase? Yes. Alright, let's see what they do. Looks like they're playing some Neos, Wiseman, maybe some new Bell stuff going on. Let's find out. Yep. Okay. Dragons. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. It's at least it's more interesting than I thought it was going to be, I think. Unless you're going Cross Kaiser. You might be going into something else. Yeah, okay, never mind. Still Neos. He's taking a sweet ass time though. Okay. Okay. This card is special summon by effect against effects based on the attack. So how do you know which effects it does have? Oh, okay. That's never mind. You spawned him out, right? Quick effect in someone card. I'm gonna see if this works. I have no idea how that interaction works because I haven't come across it yet. But essentially, I'm curious if he gets his effects because he wasn't summoned that like by his own armed dragon monster effects, or does he? Do you? Like, that's fine if you're gonna quick effect and pop off, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, okay. You get it to do it multiple times? Okay, that's not too bad. I'm not too worried about that. Alright, cool. So, now we get to go into recovery, like an addict. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here, because if it doesn't work, I'm dead anyway. We're gonna go here. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go double on them. Double it up. Why not? Wait. Because if I go double, I need just Utopia. Okay, so I'm going too quick. Because double can go into Numeron. Wait. Yeah, okay, we'll go double. So I was thinking to go for my skill and use Numeron Force and all this nonsense, but I don't have to. I used the free Utopia to let him pop that, and that kind of got it out of the way. So now I can go for my insta-kill moment. Ah, he's gonna quit. Okay, I was gonna say, don't you dare. Don't you dare go through all that nonsense and then try to quit. Alright, so we're gonna go here. Double or nothing. I'm gonna go for this so he can't stop it, and I can absorb whatever thing I attack. So I'm going to attack the armed dragon and probably negate its effects and absorb it at the same time. And just for the bonus 1000, so I know that he gets killed. And just in case, none of this works. Yeah, we got him. Clean. Clean. Sorry, you Bell dude. That's what I was saying before, is if you get to go second in this format and you're actually playing the Utopia stuff, is actually not terrible. Only because of skills. Not even because particularly that Utopia himself is the best go second strategy or anything. It's just that they gave you a 3-tier skill that gives you a free monster, you go into Zexomorph, and then you get Numeron Force. And you don't have to do it that way. You can just use the first part to bait out cards, or you can just use the third part to fix your hand. So, like, you don't absolutely have to. It's kind of crazy. Let's see if I can do any more of the, yeah, he showed up, so we're gonna pop up, we're gonna go get him. Should I do Duel or Showdown? Let's do Showdown. I can't. Okay, just gotta duel him. Okay, that's fair. Alright, so it's not a bad deal. He got a lot of cards in the field, but he's got one in attack mode, so we get to get 2 free things. So first, Utopia, then Zexomorph, then the free copy of whatever they're going to give me. So, flip. Then, once we do this, we can... I don't need to change a card in my hand out, because I already drew my rank up magic, so... It's kind of sad because it's a waste of the skill, but it's not necessarily because whatever you drew, you're gonna turn into that anyway. But still. Okay, so now that we got this dude out, we're gonna negate everything on the field, then go for 1, 2. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so. This dude. Pretty sweet. Alright, so now that we got him out, we're gonna... I can take another rank up magic and go 1 step higher, but I don't need to. But what I do want to do is this. So we're gonna go activate this. I wish you could, they made a second one of these that would get rid of itself for cost for something, so it has like the first effect that it's doing, but a second kind of effect. Either way, still, it's not bad, like, it's just, it kind of doesn't mix well with playing ZWs. But you can also play cards in your deck that gets rid of it. It's just, I don't know. Not usually that worth doing. And you can use him to get rid of it too, but the problem is usually he's material, so like, get rid of this, stick that, go this way, we'll go, for this guy, if I go double for damage, yeah, we'll go double for damage. Yeah, we'll do this, we'll go this way. Alright, so Sage, yes, we do want to do this. You want to use change tactics, and you don't want to use the second effect of him yet, because then you don't get to draw extra cards. So now I wait on it. Now I use his effect. And then I'm going to go into using this one. Tactics again. That lets me turn any card I want in my hand into one of those, but what we're going to do is this. Equip 10. We're going to equip 10. And then we're going to use him to attack monster. Yes, so let's go this way. Alright. 3 back rows. Alright. Yeah, we could do that. Go Summoner Monk. Use his effect. Get rid of double or nothing. We'll take this dude. I want to use his effect to get rid of this. Add this to my hand, so now I freed up that zone. So now we can go into another Utopia. Nice. And then his effect can give us another card from the deck, but I've already got one here, so it's not really that much of a point to do that. And if I play it, I won't be able to play anything else, so I gotta be careful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it to this guy. This Utopia won't be able to attack directly, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. The other ones still do quite a bit of damage based off of how many Xyz materials they have, so if you can get away with that, then it's not so bad. What was that? That was so weird. We're just going to go straight into battle. Yeah, that's it. That's everything. Nice. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Did we unlock him? Is that what I just did? I might have just finished the event. I thought it was going to take me longer. I was going to use this as the whole stream. I think that's... Yeah. I think we got him already. So I was going to use this as the whole stream, but looks like we got him about halfway through. So we can go in and check out like what skills he's got and all that stuff if you guys want. But I'm assuming a lot of you have already unlocked him. I just thought it'd be fun to do live. So we got assist duels we can do. We could spawn in another one. Let's see if I got any gems from completing that, because that would be awesome. Because if I level him up, I can get a bunch of free gems. Nothing. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. We're going to switch out to the Masquerade dude. And we're going to build a deck for him. And then level him up. Because that'll give me a lot of free gems times 5. Times 10. Did they change how many you get? I feel like it used to be more. Maybe that's me. Maybe that's just my memory deceiving me here. But I feel like it used to be more. But still, let's see what skills he's got and all that good stuff. So let's switch out the deck he's using. It's always really lame. Not even any Xyz monsters in this one. Like, what are they doing? So we're going to ditch this one. We're going to rebuild it. We're going to see what his skills are and build it based off of that. Magnificent Masquerade. At the beginning of a duel, add 1/104 to your extra deck can be used. If your normal draw 3,000 or low. Random Dark Fiend monster. Blech. Turn your opponent's battle phase when your opponent... Nah, okay, so this is So I'm not gonna use a skill probably for this guy. Not a big fan of the skills he has. These are good for like other stuff, but they're not his skills. They're from other stuff, I think. These little square diamond-shaped ones. Destiny 12. These are his skills. So numbers rule, overlay control, strike back, Barian, battle morph, strongest Barian. Get glorious numbers. That's not that good. Okay, so honestly, personal opinion, he's not that good of a character to unlock. There's literally no skills he has that I couldn't put on a different character, I think, and prefer to play them over this character, which is kind of sad because he's kind of a cool character. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a really quick, let's do something different than Utopia. Let's build like a Red Eyes deck maybe. It's been a while since I've played that one. Alright, so far we got two of these guys, a couple of these guys. We'll just go with two of these guys, maybe a third one, screw it, we'll go with two of those, add three of these, why not? We'll go with, let's see, throw one of those in there, and one of those in there, and a couple of those. Not even really building it based off of anything in particular. But it's gonna be better than just, whatever else I'm doing. So here we go. I'll do some of those. Let's see. Throw one of those. One of those. One of those. Maybe one of those. And then I think we're almost ready. So I'm missing something small. Something small. Summon Skull and right. Archfiend monster. So I'll need Summon Skull and one warrior. So what was I using? And I also need that. So let's take one of those. Yes. I could use two of those. And then let's go back one step. So we just need to go to warriors that are good. And delete text search, go for cards that I played before. And we're going to sort them by warrior. Alright. So now we should be able to get a good mix. So I played a few cool cards for this deck. So sometimes this dude's really cool. Buster Bladers, typical, good. This guy's actually what I use if I'm going to use as a warrior mix because he lets me pitch cards to the graveyard. So it's kind of good. I'm going to do this. So I don't know. We'll run with this for a second, and if I'm missing something, I'll find out. It's 25 cards, so it's already like a beefy deck for this game. Also, a lot of high-level monsters for no reason, but whatever. We'll see how it works. Alright, I'm going to test it out real quick, make sure it's on the level, and then if it feels alright, we'll run it into some people online. Alright, so I got first. So this isn't actually bad at all. So I can go Dark Crusader, Black Metal Dragon. I think I'm actually going to start defense and bait him out. I know probably in a normal duel you'd want to go a little more seamless, but I'm just trying to level this character up so I can get the gems, and then I'm going to use his gems to get the stuff for the... yeah, we can take that. I just won't be able to use them both in the same turn. Okay, that's not bad. Cards the redstone, let's go for that first. Discard one, draw two, send a card to the graveyard, send that one. Then we should, I got two Red Eyes Fusions, so screw it, we'll go for the one. I can do that one or this one. Oh, I did. I never added the summon skull. I was like, wait a minute. I know I'm missing something. That's okay though. That's all right. Send to the graveyard to deal damage. We're gonna do this one because if you don't summon during your turn, you can use that. And I don't want to play the Dark Crusader anyway. I'm gonna use him as fusion material. Well, I guess I got one in the deck, so it doesn't really matter. So I played two. Cool. Okay. So we'll go 1, 2, or we can go banish this one out, take one free card. It's not really gonna matter, but it just gets it out of the deck so I don't have to draw it later. I could be an absolute nightmare and use his. Watch how stupid this is gonna be, maybe. I think I can do this. Gonna just turn my monster into a fusion material. This is so dumb, but watch. What does this do? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So I'll get the red eyes back. He's got. I gave his token 4,000 attack. This is so dumb. Alright, so let's do this. I'm gonna kill him with the token he gave me. Just for nonsense reasons. So, okay, so I would say personally it's not competitive, but it's not bad. I highly doubt this is going gold rank though. Alright, let's see if we can, yeah, there we'll go. But if I go to the event boss with this deck, it won't do all the extra damage. Or maybe Red Eyes will? Or is it only exceeds monsters? I don't know. It's one of the two. It's one of the two. No, we can't take all those. I have 45 card tickets just stacked up for no reason. No reason. I don't ever use them half the time. I already got most of the cards that I want to get, unfortunately. I feel like there needs to be other incentives in this game other than just little cards. Gems need to be more prevalent for buying card packs, but they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Missions. Let's see. Receive all. Cool. Now we can get the event to pop off 30 gems. We need those. We need 500 again. I highly doubt I'm getting another 500 before the stream ends, though. Alright guys, I think I'm going to take another little 2-minute break here so I can kick on my fan for a second, and then we'll get back to some Yu-Gi-Oh! In the meantime, enjoy some Yu-Gi-Oh! Neo Duel.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it.
I've created a new duel disc that will completely change how we play the game. Go. Neo Summon. The Yu-Gi-Oh stuff here on the channel, so definitely want to stick around for all that, guys. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I will see you at our next late night stream or at our next daytime stream. Subscribe to make sure that you stay up to date with all that stuff, guys. Thanks so much.